Timitana.
Hello my spooky fookies. Today I'm going to be doing a little Q&A mukbang. I'm going to be eating Wista. If you didn't notice, I am dressed up as Jordan Van Strangle, which is one of the commander fairies from Fairly Odd Parents. Here's my little rule book. I made it. I'm kind of proud of that. I'll insert a clip of him here.
I like the scandal fairies!
I got myself some mango habanero wings and some fries and ranch. I had to turn up the brightness in here because it was looking a little dark. My food is kind of cold. It's okay though. Something about Wingstop fries. What's your guys' favorite order from Wingstop? Mine truly is the mango habanero with just the fries and the ranch. That's basically like my favorite thing to order. I also like getting the corn on the cob, but for the most part, I always order this. First question. When do I want to have kids? Well, I get this question all the time, and I understand why I get it. I am in my late 20s, so I know why people ask me this. But me personally, I don't think I'm going to have kids. I love my kids so much, I'm not going to have them. Genuinely, I love my kids so much that I'm not gonna have them. I think the world is a horrible place. Like, the world that we know right now is horrible. I just don't think it's a safe space to raise a child. On top of that, learning and knowing everything that I do about the world that we live in, I don't see why I'd bring another innocent human being into this world when there's already so many. There's so many kids in the foster system. There's so many kids that don't have homes. There's so many kids that don't have parents. Like, why wouldn't I just adopt a child or foster care a child? I'd rather do that than have another kid and bring another kid that didn't wish to be in this world. You know what I mean? There's so many kids that don't have parents, and it just makes me sad because they're raised with... It just makes me want to cry. I used to think about this as a child. I used to think about all the people that were homeless and all the kids that were in adoption centers, and it used to make me so sad. I actually want to plan a day to go visit and like volunteer or something soon. Ew, I just ate a dry part of the wing. That was nasty. But yeah, I do plan on visiting and going and volunteering at one of these centers. I don't know how it works really, but I would love to go spend some time with kids. And I used to work with kids and I really loved it. And I just love kids. So yeah, I think I'd enjoy that. Anyways, if you're a woman, if you're another human being that is skeptical about I cannot speak. If you're another human being that is skeptical about having kids, don't have them until you know for sure that you want them. I think having children is something you should take seriously and you should have a lot of knowledge on, because that's a lot of responsibility, guys. That's something you can never take back. You know, that's going to be your child for the rest of your life. And I would assume you want to be a good parent, so you'd want to make sure you're financially stable and that you know what you should know to raise a child. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't worked on your childhood trauma, if you haven't worked on yourself, if you don't know how to apologize to people when you're wrong, you probably shouldn't be having kids. If you're homophobic, sexist, you know, you shouldn't be having kids, because you don't get to choose what your child likes and doesn't like. You know what I mean? Also, if you hear any noises, it's not a ghost, guys. I know it's spooky season, but it's not a ghost. It's my sister's dog, Nina. She's eating. She's eating. Excuse me. I think society normalizes having kids, that everyone feels like they need to have kids, but you don't have to, you know? I feel like there's a lot of people that don't have them, but people just don't talk about it because everyone idolizes people that have kids, when reality is Not everyone's meant to be a parent, and that's okay. Sometimes I look at other people's lives that are around my age or younger, and I'm just like, we live totally opposite lives. Like, I get to wake up whenever. That person is probably up right now changing diapers. I'm over here just chilling in bed, still sleeping. Like, I'm living my life the way I want to live it, you know? And hopefully they are too. Hopefully they are too. All I'm gonna say is don't settle for society norms. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. What are my thoughts on ICE and deportation and everything that's going on in the world? Well, I've had a few videos posted about this, but in case you didn't know, let me make this very clear. Immigrants make America great. Immigrants make America great. That being said, no one is illegal on stolen land. Yeah, I mean, you know. Every time I think about what's going on in the world, I get really sad because it's pretty depressing to know that a lot of people don't have any humanity for other people unless it affects them. And it makes me speechless. Like, I can't believe so many people are so selfish. Like, everyone should care about what's going on in the world. Like, people shouldn't be afraid to exist in a world that was made for us to exist in. I don't understand, guys. What baffles me the most is that the world is the way it is because this is how they built it, and people just seem to go along with it. Like, nobody wants to do anything to try to change this. Everyone acts like it's impossible when it's not. If we all got together and decided to make a change, we could do it. But there's so much racism, sexism, homophobia. Like, there's so many bad things that keep us split, you know? Like, it's just so irritating understanding it and having other people be so asleep to what's going on. Like, it just, sometimes it just, my mind just, when I'm talking, I forget to eat. So let's take another bite of my wing because I haven't taken an official bite yet. ASMR style. So yeah, I don't agree with deportation. I think there needs to be some type of, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Abolish ICE. F ICE, abolish ICE. Talking about this topic just makes me want to punch the air. Like, I'm just so mad that this is how it is in this world. And the fact that I even have to have a conversation about this because not everyone thinks like this just makes me like even more mad. How is it normalized to not care about this stuff? How is this even a conversation we're having? Why do some human beings have more rights than other human beings based on the way that they look, based on their skin color? Question marks all day because I don't understand. We don't even get to choose that, y'all. We don't even get to choose that. Oh, it makes me so mad, guys. White supremacy, F you, F patriarchy, F capitalism. Reality is we live in the society we live in today because of capitalism, because of patriarchy, and yeah, if you know me, you know I'm against all of that stuff. I'm all for humanity. I love humans. I do want to do my best to make the world a better place, and I'm actively trying to do that. But it's just a lot, guys. There's so many topics I'd love to talk about because yeah, there's a lot of stuff I know, and it just makes me mad that it's built like this, and a lot of people don't know what's going on, and it just, you know? Okay, let's just change the topic, because this stuff is just gonna make me mad, and I can keep going about this all day. But F ICE. F ICE. Somebody asked me if I will be doing collabs. Will I be doing collabs? Hopefully. The only reason why I haven't done too much collabs, I'd say, is because I make my page very political. By that, the way I see it is I care about other people, and a lot of companies don't like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't done too many collabs with different companies or corporations because I'm too political, aka I care too much about people, aka I care about people and their rights, and I have empathy. But yeah, hopefully I can do more collabs with other people on TikTok. That'd be awesome. I'm a little shy, but I'm more than willing to make new friends and collab with others. I think that's fun. The idea of it makes me really excited. I just don't know. I just don't know too many people on TikTok to do too many collabs like that. Maybe I should start commenting on people's pages, right? So like maybe they can be like, who's this? And then they'll be like, oh, like, you know, hopefully they follow me and then somehow we collab. But yeah. Costumes I want to see this year. Oh my gosh, I love Halloween. I love cosplay. I love dressing up. I think it's freaking fun. I feel like life is too short to be living boring, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up watching Fairly Odd Parents, and today I'm dressed up as one of them. So it spices up my life a little bit. Like, I feel excited. I feel happy. Like, this heals a part of my childhood. Like, I feel like I'm part of the show, even though I'm not, obviously. But like, yeah, it's so cutesy to me. It's so fun. So seeing other people do this or other adults do this is just like awesome. It makes me feel like the world is healing a little bit. Because people have this idea that once you get older, you shouldn't dress up or you shouldn't have fun, which is very weird because you would think that this is something you do for the rest of your life because life's too short to not have fun, you know? You never know when it's going to be your time. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Some of the costumes I do want to see this year are group costumes. I freaking love matching group costumes. Those are so fun to watch because it's like I'm watching the TV show with actual human beings, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun. And I really love when people recreate costumes. Like, they didn't even go to the store to buy it. Like, they literally went and made it themselves. I think that's freaking cool. People can be so creative and I love to see that. Anybody that's recreated a costume like that, you're freaking awesome. Like, yeah, masterpieces. I've seen a lot of masterpieces on TikTok and I think it's so cool. I also want to see more costumes of like TV shows people don't do cosplay for. I love seeing costumes and people being creative and having fun and being confident in what they're wearing. I think it's cute. Get scared. Wear that costume, wear that sexy costume, wear whatever you want it. I forgot I have a band-aid on. This is gross. I want to see more 90s cartoon costumes, like Cartoon Network. I freaking love Cartoon Network and I don't feel like I see enough costumes of it. I need to see more of those. My favorite Mexican dish has to be, there's a lot, but I'll name like my top 4. I love chilaquiles. I love chile rellenos. Tacos have to be a tops. Damn. Tamales. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can keep going. Albóndigas, caldo de pollo. Oh, those are like my top 6. Let me stop there. Those are my top 6. Oh, I love eating those. I feel like I can eat those all week. And then tortillas de harina, guys, don't play. Tortillas de harina with frijoles. I cry. It's so good. It's so good. If you haven't tried tortillas de harina or flour tortillas, you need to try them because you're missing out. You're missing out. I have chicken in my teeth. Am I taking any trips this year? I am. The year's almost over, but I will be taking a trip this year. Hopefully next month. Hopefully next month. Let's manifest that. Next month. I'm going to take a trip next month. I am also going to be vlogging it. I love vlogging when I'm on trips. I think it's fun. It makes me get more outside my comfort zone, which is a good thing. Because your girl used to be a very shy girl. Another thing I want to plan on doing, probably in November, December, I want to make like little bags to give out to homeless people. Like maybe even go get blankets and like sweaters and stuff and they give it to the homeless people. Because winter's coming and yeah, it's going to be very cold. And this kind of stuff makes me a little bit emotional just because like I can't believe there's not enough help for people that live in the streets, you know what I mean? Most of the time they just need help, and the fact that our government doesn't do more to help them makes me sad. So if I can do the bare minimum by just giving them like little stuff like that, I feel like it'll make me happy and it'll also help them. So that is something I want to do. Like, I've been thinking about it. I just get very nervous. Like, I get very nervous that I'm gonna have an awkward interaction, or I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't want to do it. I just get very nervous about doing it sometimes. Especially like as a woman, sometimes you don't know what a man's intentions are, and that's one of the things that scares me. My favorite music has to be reggaeton. I love reggaeton. I grew up listening to it, but in all reality, I listen to different genres of music. Like, reggaeton is like my safe go-to music. Like, if I'm in a car, that's usually what I'm listening to if I'm feeling like myself. But I listen to a little bit of everything, guys. Sometimes I listen to jazz, sometimes I listen to rock, sometimes I listen to pop, sometimes I listen to Spanish, sometimes I listen to Mexican music. Like, you know, I'm everywhere. I love everything. I'm very open to the idea of listening to new music as well. I love hearing other people's playlists. I think that's cool. I feel like it's another way to connect with people, and I love it. My favorite artists right now, it's kind of been like this for a few years, are Rauw Alejandro, Bad Bunny, and Karol G. Those three people are on like my playlist every day. Like, those three people are, I listen to them every day. Ew, I'm shedding hair, guys. I'm balding. Bald. My favorite colors are red, yellow, and orange. They remind me of the sunset, and the sunset is like my favorite thing ever to look at. Like, sunsets will literally make me cry. Like, I just look at them and I'm just like, wow, like, life is beautiful. It just takes my breath away every time. Like, I just want to cry because it just makes me happy. It's very weird, but yeah, for some reason the sunsets just do something to me. With the conversation about ice and everything, I just want you guys to know that it is important to have conversations about what goes on in the world, especially with things like this, because if there's no conversation, nothing will ever change. You know what I mean? You have to have conversations about this stuff. You have to get uncomfortable, and if you can, educate other people, because there's a lot of bad stuff happening, and the fact that so many people are clueless to it is something that baffles my mind. After Halloween is literally Christmas. One of the things I'm looking most forward to is probably eating tamales and pozole. December is the month where we eat the most tamales and pozole. If you're Mexican, you know exactly what I'm talking about, or even Hispanic. There's a lot of Hispanic people that eat stuff like that. I'm excited for that. Another thing I'm also excited for is spending more time with the family. Like, I feel like Christmas just gives cozy vibes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I'll go while the camera pushes in on me dramatically. Too much. Back off.